Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Nunes, and I am a computer science teacher working primarily with middle school students this year. We are going through the CS Discoveries curriculum using code.org, and today we're going to be looking at the creating apps with devices using the circuit playground. So today we're going to be looking specifically at lesson 8 on color LEDs. And before you click on any of these buttons down here, I highly encourage you look at the lesson resources up here in the top right-hand corner. Um, it's always the stuff that's really going to be super helpful that is slightly out of the way, and sometimes you skip it. So this is lesson 8, color LEDs. We can see that there's a lot of introduced code. So this is new code that you may not have seen before, and it's going to each do something really interesting to make the project fun. So this is what we're going to be playing with today. There's also a resource called Color Lights, and this is a handout. So if you're a paper or pencil kind of person, by all means, this would be something that you could print out, put in your binder. If you're more of a, let me just refer back to here, and so everything's online, so I don't have to keep track of paper, then you know where it'll be. But let's look at it. It says color lights. Around the edge of your board, you notice that there are 10 additional LEDs. These LEDs are a bit different than those we've seen before. These are multicolor LEDs. So RGB LEDs. The color LEDs are actually made up of 3 smaller LEDs, a red, a green, and a blue. Because of this, we often call these RGB LEDs. Because there are so many of these LEDs, we've stored them in a list called color LEDs. The first RGB LED in the position, or in the list, position 0, is located next to the green power LED, and the rest follow in order counterclockwise around the board, ending at the 10th RGB LED, position 9, next to the red LED. Well, what in the world does it mean by position 0 and position 9? If there are 10 of them, why don't we start counting at 1? And the reason is because in computer science, unlike math, um, our lists, our counting starts at 0. So even though this is the first LED, we call it position 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on this side. So there are 10 LEDs, but because computer science starts counting at 0, it will go from 0 to 9. That's going to play a really important part as we're playing with the LEDs later on. So, okay, so it says choosing a color. By default, all of the color LEDs will be white when you turn them on. You can set the color of an RGB LED many ways, including using the name of a color, such as red, a hexadecimal string like pound FF0000, or using the RGB command, for example, RGB 25500. So what this right here is saying is I want red to be 255, I want green to be 0, and I want blue to be 0. So this RGB number would give you a very vibrant red. So if a color LED is off, color LEDs I.color will both set the color and turn it on. All right. So we have our resource. We're going to leave that open just in case we want to use it. And let's get started with level 1. Okay, so it says color LEDs. This program uses a new color LEDs block, which controls the color LEDs in your circuit playground. Notice that some blocks use different numbers inside the square brackets than others. So these are square brackets right here. So you can see this one's 0, this one's 1, this one's 2, this one's 2, this one's 9. What do you think this code will do? Write your prediction in the box below, then run the code to see what happens. All right, so here's the deal, guys. I'm going to reset this page because I want to point something out to you. When you first look at it, the run is going to be grayed out. So before you can run it, you have to make a prediction before you run the program. I literally had someone sitting there for 80 minutes out of our 90-minute block. And when I asked them, "What are you doing, dude?" They said they couldn't do anything because they couldn't press the run button. You can't press the run button until you enter your answer in because it's a prediction. You got to guess what you think is going to happen. All right. So, make your teacher's day a happy one. Use complete sentences. And let's see what we have. So what do you think the code will do? Write your prediction in the box below, then run the code to see what happens. So line 1 says color LEDs 0 on. I think the first LED in position 0 is going to turn on and be white. Line 2, color LEDs 1, blink. I think the second LED in position 1 is going to blink and be white. Line 3, color LEDs 2, color red. I think the third LED in position 2 is going to turn red and turn on. Line 4, color LEDs 2, blink. Okay, to turn red and blink. All right. And then line 5, color LEDs 9, color purple. I think the 10th LED in position 9 is going to turn purple and turn on. All right. So with that, let's turn on our camera. Okay. So this is from our previous level. I didn't reset it. All right. So when I press run, we're going to see what happens. Here we go. All right. Connect. Okay, so we can see, and y'all, I don't know what's happening. Um, the colors on the actual board are very bright. You can see them, but for some reason my camera is only showing like the glow on the outer ring. So I can tell you that the first LED is definitely white and it's on. The second LED is white and blinking. The third LED is red and blinking. And then going all the way around, we can see that the last LED in spot 10, even though it's called 9, is on and it's purple. So with that, we've met our prediction. We're going to head off to the next level. I will see you there. Here we go.